What if humans never needed sleep? Not less sleep, no sleep. No 8 hours surrendered to darkness every night. No alarm clocks. No grogginess. Just 24 fully usable hours. Every single day. That sounds like a gift. And for about 1 week, it probably would be. But the world built around 8 hours of human downtime would not survive the upgrade, because the cascade that follows touches everything, and some of it you never see coming. Picture the morning after. You wake up, except you don't, because you never lay down. You were just going. All night you read, you walked, you worked. And at sunrise, you felt exactly the same. The first thing that changes is the night economy. Right now, roughly a third of all global economic activity stops after dark. Restaurants close, offices go dark, factories dial down. Without sleep, that third comes back online. Every hour of darkness becomes productive. Global output doesn't just grow, it multiplies. But here is where it gets complicated. The human brain doesn't just rest during sleep, it cleans itself. A system called the glymphatic system, think of it as a brain car wash, flushes out toxic waste from your neurons every night. In this world, evolution has solved that problem another way. The brain cleans itself on the fly, continuously. Memory consolidation, the process where your brain files the day's events, happens in real time too. No dreams though. Dreams disappear entirely, and that absence turns out to matter enormously. But first, the world you'd actually live in. Cities never go dark. Streets stay full at 3 a.m. Shops never flip the closed sign. The concept of rush hour shatters, because when everyone is always awake, there is no peak. Let's follow the cascade. The first domino is the economy. Right now, humans spend roughly 26 years of their life asleep. That is 26 years of zero labor. Give those years back, and every worker on Earth suddenly has 50% more productive time. Global GDP, the total value of everything humans produce, would swell almost immediately. But wages would not simply double, because supply of labor would explode too. More workers available around the clock means wages get pushed down. The first beneficiaries are corporations. Factories run 24 hours. Servers never throttle back. Supply chains move faster than they ever have. The second domino is infrastructure. Right now, road construction happens at night to avoid traffic. In a sleepless world, there is no quiet window. Every hour has people in it. Construction slows. Hospitals change most radically. Right now, medical errors spike during night shifts. Fatigue is the silent killer in operating rooms. Without fatigue, surgical precision is constant. Death rates from surgery drop. The third domino is education. Kids no longer need to be dragged out of bed at 7 a.m. School schedules stop being dictated by bus logistics and sleep windows. Learning becomes continuous. Online courses run at every conceivable hour. The gap between rich and poor in education narrows, because time itself, not money, was always the real equalizer. The fourth domino is culture. Art explodes. When people have 8 extra hours a day, hobbies become disciplines. The amateur painter becomes a master. The weekend musician practices 40 hours a week instead of 4. Science accelerates. Research that took decades might take years. The pace of human discovery becomes almost incomprehensible. Climate solutions, cancer treatments, space travel, all arrive faster. But then the fifth domino falls. And it is the one nobody planned for. Humans are not built to be on, not all the time. Sleep isn't just maintenance. It is the off switch for the part of the brain that monitors threat. The amygdala, the brain's fear center, resets during sleep. Without that reset, the threat alarm never fully quiets. In a sleepless world, evolution builds a different kind of reset. But here is the real twist. Without the forced pause of sleep, humans struggle to stop voluntarily. Right now, sleep is compulsory rest. Your body forces you to stop. Nobody has to choose to rest. Remove sleep, and rest becomes a decision. And humans are historically terrible at making that decision. Work culture metastasizes. In a world where you can work 24 hours, employers expect 24 hours. The 40-hour work week would not survive. It would quietly become 80, then 100. The pressure to be productive every waking moment would be total. New laws would have to be invented. Mandatory rest periods, protected by legislation. The right to pause becomes a human rights issue. And then there is the emotional reckoning. Dreams were how humans processed grief, loss, fear, trauma. Without dreams, that processing has nowhere to go. New rituals emerge. Quiet walks, meditation chambers built into every office, scheduled silence. Humans would rebuild the concept of rest from scratch, and in doing so, reveal something uncomfortable about the present. Sleep was the only thing forcing us to stop. So here is the strange truth at the center of it all. We have always imagined sleep as the enemy, the thief of time, 8 hours stolen every night. But remove it, and you discover it was doing something else entirely. It was the boundary, the wall between work and rest, the hard stop that no employer, no algorithm, no social pressure could override. A sleepless world would be more productive, more creative, more medically precise, and relentlessly, crushingly busier. The lesson hiding inside the question is this: rest is not a weakness in the design, it is the design. Sleep isn't the 8 hours you lose, it's the only 8 hours no one can take from you.